What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about relationships. Yeah, so I feel like relationships, at least from my experience, it's been very tricky. It's very hard because within relationships, there's a lot of trust that goes with it. Because let's say you two are attracted to one another, you two have a good chemistry, but it's very risky because it's like this shit always ends in a heartbreak. It seems not all of them, but most of them it seems like it ends in a heartbreak. What if you like, because it's like, how can you really trust this person? Or what happens if you catch feelings for that person and you two are in a honeymoon stage and all of a sudden the attraction dies down, or you're not into that person no more, or the connection becomes very shallow. It used to be passionate, now it's shallow. Then you two just end in bad terms, or because it seems like in relationships, there's always that one person who's always the codependent, and there's the other person who's willing to walk away. They both have some type of trauma, or they both have some type of pain, but they both experience it in different ways. So this shit always ends in heartbreak. So this is why I'm fucking scared of relationships, especially with me. I've had a lot of bad experience with it. Within my experiences, it's more so there's a huge disadvantage because there are times where like I've always been not in relationships per se, but I've been in a lot of situationships. But like because most of my experiences is spiritual, like I'll still feel these person's energy and like a lot of like. Couldn't get this person off my mind. I feel these people's energy again. A lot of sexual energy is very intense. A lot of synchronicities, but there's a lot of life events where maybe this person is having a kid already, or this person's either like, or let's say that I don't have a car, so I can't meet this person, or like my romantic interest is from a different state and I can't physically meet that person, or like it's not consistent enough. So there's always some bullshit like that. There's always some dumb shit. There's always some type of life obstacle that God or the universe likes to orchestrate, just some bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? So relationships has taken a huge toll on me and shit like that. So I'm like, fuck all that bullshit. This is why we don't have free will like that. But most relationships I've seen, this shit always ends in heartbreak, and it's very disturbing. Like the type of mess people get into because of these relationships. And I'm just like, god damn. Even in social media, like obviously you can't believe everything in social media, but it's always good to be aware. I've always heard like females cheating on their partner, or males and vice versa. It's just like it's a huge shit show. So it's like, who can you really trust when it comes to relationships? There's so much temptations, there's so much lust, and there's so much like this is how it is being a human, I guess. And not only that, but I feel like money plays a role into that as well. So it's like, how can you even maintain a proper relationship? You don't have the proper finances to even take this person out on dates and to go out and to have fun and to provide. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, people want to say that money don't matter. That's bullshit. I don't want it to matter. It would be nice if money didn't matter, but because we live in a society that we are ruled by pedophiles and child traffickers who rule over this world and these Masonic bloodlines for thousands of years that God or the universe loves to allow, then yeah, we live in a corrupt society. And unfortunately, in order for you to get ahead in the society, in order for you to be productive and to be something in society, you have to have money. So most relationships fail because of money, because they fail to provide, they fail to go out, you fail to have fun and explore. Because you don't have money, then you don't have a car, then you can't provide, then what's the point of being in a relationship? You two can't fucking see each other or even spend time out, you know what I'm saying? Because we live in a fucked up society, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy. So yeah, so that's why relationships are very like challenging for me, because it's like, who can you trust? There's so much life obstacles, and there's like, it always seems like if you give your full heart to someone, then it always ends in heartbreak. I understand in life you gotta take chances. You can't really be fully closed off. That's not part of life is learning how to let go, because this is why people die and pass away and their life goes on. I understand this process, but at the same time, it doesn't mean it's easy. So and just me seeing people, the type of bullshit they go into within these relationships off of codependency, because most relationships people are in, it's mostly because of trauma bonds and because of codependency, because of their childhood trauma and wounds, based on what I've learned from other YouTubers, which makes sense. And not only that, but it does make sense because part of it is learning how to heal your wounds, your emotional wounds and stuff like that, and generational trauma. That's one of the purpose of relationships. So it is what it is though. So we live in this whole town, this whole society is fucking stupid. So it's like, yeah, so that's how I view relationships. But it's always good to take your time to like not rush into things, and if you two have good chemistry, if you trust that person, then hey, by all means go for it. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But a lot of people get into like karmic situations. That gets dangerous, because what if you two love each other, but now you two aren't meant to be together? Then you two have a kid, or you two start a family, then you two don't like each other, then you two are gonna start fighting because one or two fail to provide because of the money system. This is so corrupt. They can't even make money. They're struggling to take care of their family. Then that results in divorce or a breakup or messy fighting or arguments, and that creates a lot of dysfunctional families and trauma and generational trauma, and that's how broken homes start. And now that generational trauma continues within these kids, and the cycle repeats. Yes, it is on them, but at the same time, it's because of the society, because the society we live in is so unstable because of the money system, pretty much. So yeah, so that's how I view relationships, and that's all I gotta say, and have a good one. Peace.